Hi there, I'm Claire Whitehouse, Lead Nurse for Research at the James Paget University Hospitals NHS Foundation Trust.
Hello, I'm Tasha Walsh, I'm a second year student nurse at the University of East Anglia.
And today Tasha and I are going to have a chat about her research experience and shadowing the research team. So Tasha, what sparked your interest in research?
We've recently finished our research module at uni and come straight into placement. I saw your sign on your door for the research nurses, so decided to knock and try and set up a spoke with you to see that in practice.
Yeah. And then what happened then? What areas did you cover and how many times did you come to shadow?
The team were really good and set me up with days to come with you really quickly. I had about 3 different days. I covered diabetes, ENT, paediatrics, and saw various sort of techniques in them fields. And it was really, really good for us because I'm an adult nurse. I don't get to work with children, so that was an area that I got to write about, which I wouldn't have got to experience without coming out with you.
Yeah. Did you experience any challenges?
On one particular study that we undertook together, some safeguarding issues arose, and I hadn't come across that before, having not worked with children. And I found that was quite challenging, and because of that, we had a confidential discussion in the office, leading to quite a large sort of debate around the area. And that was really good for reflective learning. I did end up using that in essays for uni.
Yeah, I actually used that same situation for a revalidation reflection too, so I think probably we both got quite a lot out of that. I know that the other nurses in the office did as well.
Yeah.
Any achievements or learning that you'd like to take away or that you have taken away?
Yeah, the team have been so welcoming and even allowed me to come along to good clinical practice training, which I got a certificate for, and I can put that in my portfolio. And I just found that a fantastic day, a really good opportunity. It's just broadened my understanding of research.
And what does that mean for you in terms of your role as a student?
It means I could be part of research, and I've got that first certificate now. I know I have to redo it after qualifying, but it's a really big step.
So how has research helped relate to your studies?
Well, I covered research academically, so on paper I got to understand why we did research and things like that, just on paper, but seeing that in practice has really brought research to life. It made me feel so much more excited about it and understand that research really is underpinning most of the things that I'm taught to do at uni, and it's really good. I'll take it away with me for year 3, especially, definitely in my nursing career I'll use it.
What about your highlights? What have been your highlights of the spoke placements?
I first come into nursing because I just love to be around people. I like talking to people. That's one of my favourite sort of parts of it. So being with you on the research team, I've got to really holistically care for people who are in the studies. So we got to sit and have really good conversations, and hearing why they wanted to participate really opened my eyes to the fact that, you know, the ethics around it, they wanted to be there and they had really good reasons to be there, and that was really nice to see. And I got to work with the centrifuge, and that's something I never would have done, and understand how blood's separated and how to send off sampling. That's really good.
Fantastic. And finally, my last question, do you have any words of advice for other students?
Yeah, I think in year 2 we cover research quite heavily. If other students want to broaden their understanding of research before their exams or during their exams, even after if they're interested, I would suggest they get down to you and take some spoke placements with your team.
Brilliant. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Tasha. She's been an absolute inspiration to all students. She's been absolutely fantastic in all of the spoke placements that she's come to have with us. If you're a student nurse and you'd like to get involved in research, just pop along to your local research and development department and they can link you up with a research nurse or another research team member.